On Monday, I gave you a recording on note-taking strategy. And on the second recording, you were told to take a piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and on the 8.5 by 11, make sure that it was hamburger style, not hot dog, and fold it into 3 sections. At the top, you have a blank space, which is where your question will be recorded later. Then in your first section of the third, you should have written source 1, which was the story of the elves and the shoemaker. And then the middle section is from the story on Tuesday, the prophet Kaiser. And that's where you would write your notes from that story. Again, it's just words, very short phrases, paragraph numbers, so that you will be able to locate that information quickly and you don't have to reread the entire story again. The bottom part should be left blank, and we will talk about what we're going to do with that later, but not today. So you were given the story, the prophet Kaiser. This gives you a little background knowledge, and I would encourage you to read that, but I'm going to model for you just some things that I would record if I were doing the notes. A lot of you have done an excellent job of recording these, and I do want you to do it on paper, pencil, because that's what you'll be given whenever you do the iLearn test. You will not be able to use a Google Doc or anything on your computer to take the notes. So in looking at the first paragraph, there was once a great Shah who was rich and powerful, but he lived for only one thing. So I'm going to circle the word rich and powerful because I think those two might connect. Second paragraph, all my life, he told his courtiers, I have heard tales of the wonderful prophet Kaiser, who drank the water of life thousands of years ago and lives forever. If only I could see him once before I die. So in this paragraph, there's a want. Third paragraph, but sire, his courtiers answered, no one can summon the prophet Kaiser. He appears when he wants to, those who need him, and comes and goes as he likes. So the Kaiser is not real visible, and he's only going to show up whenever he wants to. I'm not sure. This would be one, too, that I would make a note of on this paragraph, because he only shows up when he wants to, and it's only to those who need him. So just because he wants him doesn't mean he's going to show up. He has to have a need. And I'm going to make a note on here, has to have a need to be seen. I will summon him, cried the Shah. Send out a proclamation. If anyone can show me the prophet Kaiser, he shall have his heart's desire. So this paragraph here goes back up to this word of powerful. Now near the Shah's palace lived a very poor man. Hunger and sickness had worn him down, and he wept to see the pale faces of his starving children. So these two relate. And then also, this is the opposite of the Shah. On the last paragraph, when I heard the Shah's proclamation, when he heard the Shah's proclamation, he screwed up all his courage and ran to the palace. So here's this poor guy who is desperate to do what he can do to help his family. So based on this information, I'm going to go to my source 2. And I'm going to put notes on here. So I'm going to put Shah, rich, colorful. I'm also going to put paragraph 2. Shaw has a want. And that want is the Prophet Kaiser. Paragraph 3, Prophet Kaiser shows when a need. So, and then I would go ahead and I would continue reading the story, the Prophet Kaiser, and I would continue making just very small notes on here. And I might indicate the paragraph number if it's more than what I should record on here, because like I said, it's not for sentences, it's not for paragraph, but just very short notes. If you have questions, let me know. Remember, again, on Wednesday, you're going to record source 3 notes here. And the story for today is titled Capitalism. So you're going to record your notes from Capitalism here. After you've recorded your notes, remember to take a picture of your entire page and send it to me in an email. If you have questions, let me know.